St. Louis Cardinals versus Cincinnati Reds. The Cardinals wrap up a 3-game series in Cincinnati to take on the Reds in an NL Central Division battle. The Cardinals are out of the race, but they can slow down the Reds' bid to get into the playoffs. The Reds are fighting for a wild card spot as the season heads into the final month. The pitching matchup for the series finale will be Cardinals righty Andre Pallante, 6-12, 5.44, going up against the Reds' Brady Singer, 11-9, 5.44, 4.06. The St. Louis Cardinals head into the final month of the season out of the playoff race for another season. The team was in the thick of the race through the middle of July, but things cooled after that, and it will be wait till next year again for the Cards. The Cardinals opened the series on Friday night with a 7-5 win over the Reds in 10 innings. Mason Wynn had 3 hits, including an insurance RBI single in the 10th inning to help the Cards to victory. The Cardinals will look to close out the series with a win on Sunday afternoon. The team will hand the ball to right-hander Andre Pallante. He is 6-12 this season in 26 starts, including 8 quality starts. Pallante has allowed 150 hits in 139 innings pitched. He has given up 19 home runs. Pallante's has walked 48 and struck out 95, and has an ERA of 5.44 with a WHIP of 1.42. The Cardinals have lost each of Pallante's last 5 starts. He is just 2-6 on the road with a 5.00 ERA in 13 starts. The Cincinnati Reds have picked a bad time to fall into a slump, with just a month left in the season and fighting for a wild card spot. The Reds come into Saturday night's game with the Cardinals with a 4-game losing streak. That includes a disappointing 7-5 loss in 10 innings on Friday night against the Cardinals. Shortstop Elly De La Cruz committed a costly error in the 10th inning, allowing the go-ahead run to score. The Reds had come back to tie the game at 5, thanks to a Cabrian Hayes solo shot in the 8th inning. The Reds need to start stringing wins together if they want to get back into serious contention for a wild card spot, and they'll turn to right-hander Brady Singer in the series finale against the Cardinals. Singer has been one of the more reliable arms in their rotation, posting an 11-9 mark across 26 starts this season with 12 quality starts. He's allowed 123 hits in 137.1 innings while carrying a 4.06 ERA and a 1.27 WHIP, showing decent command with 132 strikeouts against 52 walks. Home runs have been somewhat of an issue, giving up 14 long balls, but he's been able to limit damage and keep his team in games. Cincinnati has won 4 of Singer's last 5 outings, showing his value as a momentum stabilizer. At home, Singer holds a 6-4 record with a 4.46 ERA in 12 starts, a mark that indicates he can give the Reds length even when not at his sharpest. If he keeps the ball down and works ahead in counts, he'll give the Reds a strong chance to secure a much-needed victory in their playoff chase. Singer has limited the opposition in his last 5 starts, keeping lineups in check with sharp command and an effective mix of pitches. In fact, the Reds have gone under in each of Singer's last 5 outings, reflecting his ability to control scoring. As noted above, his ERA is a full run lower at home than his overall ERA, making him even more reliable in friendly confines. Heading into Saturday, the Cardinals have gone under the number in 2 of their last 3 games, while the Reds have gone under in 3 of their last 5. With both teams trending toward lower scoring results and Singer's consistency on the mound, another under looks promising. The Reds should have the edge on Sunday due to a couple of key factors: motivation and the pitching matchup. Cincinnati enters the contest knowing a win is critical if they want to maintain any realistic shot at staying in the wild card chase as September approaches. They should hold a clear advantage on the mound with Singer opposing Pallante. The Cardinals have dropped each of Pallante's last 5 starts, with his struggles amplified on the road where he owns an ERA near 5.00 and a WHIP approaching 1.50. By contrast, Singer has been far more reliable, posting a 1.27 WHIP and delivering strong results at home with a 6-4 record and a 3.06 ERA, nearly a full run better than his season mark. The Reds have won 4 of Singer's last 5 outings, and his ability to limit damage while working deep into games gives Cincinnati a stabilizing presence that their opponent lacks. With the offense likely energized by the urgency of the playoff push and the home crowd behind them, the Reds should be motivated and well-positioned to finish the series on a high note, controlling the game from the mound and generating enough offense to secure the victory. After analyzing both teams, my pick for this match is Reds ML. Drop your thoughts and predictions in the comments box. Milwaukee Brewers versus Toronto Blue Jays. The Brewers have won the first 2 games of this series and have the best record in baseball at 85-52. The Blue Jays lead the American League East with a 78-58 record. The Brewers enter Sunday's finale riding high after a 4-1 win on Saturday afternoon, their second straight victory in Toronto and 21st of the month, tying a franchise record for wins in August. Jackson Chourio and Christian Yelich delivered back-to-back home runs in the 9th inning off Blue Jays closer Jeff Hoffman, breaking a 1-1 tie and sealing the win. Chourio's blast was his 18th of the season and came in his first game back after missing nearly a month with a hamstring strain. Milwaukee improved to 85-52, maintaining the best record in the majors and a 7-game lead in the NL Central. Quinn Priester was sharp again, allowing just 5 hits and 1 unearned run over 6 innings. He hasn't lost since May 13th and continues to be one of the most reliable arms in the Brewers' rotation. The bullpen backed him up with scoreless frames from Aaron Ashby and Abner Uribe, who earned his 4th save in 6 chances. Milwaukee's staff now ranks 3rd in MLB in ERA, 3.63, and 4th in WHIP, 1.23, with a bullpen that's converted 67.9% of save opportunities and ranks 2nd in holds, 95. Brandon Woodruff, 5-1, 3.10 ERA, gets the ball Sunday, looking to close out the sweep. He's allowed just 31 hits in 49.1 innings and boasts a WHIP of 0.87 with 63 strikeouts and only 12 walks. With Chourio back in the lineup, Yelich heating up, and the pitching staff locked in, Milwaukee has a clear edge heading into the finale. A win would give them a statement sweep over the AL's second-best team and further solidify their postseason credentials. The Blue Jays dropped their 2nd straight Saturday, falling 4-1 despite a strong outing from Kevin Gausman, who allowed just 1 earned run over 7 innings with 8 strikeouts and no walks. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. drove in Toronto's only run with a sacrifice fly in the 6th, but the offense managed just 7 hits and went 0 for 5 with runners in scoring position. The loss dropped Toronto to 78-58, now 2.5 games ahead of the Yankees in the AL East and facing pressure to avoid a sweep at home. Toronto's offense has cooled off after ranking 4th in MLB in runs scored, 664, and 5th in slugging, .431, entering the weekend. George Springer, Bo Bichette, and Guerrero Jr. remain the core, but the supporting cast has struggled to produce against elite pitching. The Blue Jays have struck out fewer than any team in baseball, 900, but they've also failed to capitalize on scoring chances in back-to-back games. With Hoffman allowing his 14th home run of the season, tied for most among MLB relievers, the bullpen's reliability is now a concern. Max Scherzer, 5-2, 3.82 ERA, takes the mound Sunday, hoping to stop the skid and give Toronto a chance to salvage the series. He struck out 68 batters in 66 innings and allowed just 12 walks, but faces a Brewers lineup that slugged 6 homers in the first 2 games. Toronto's bullpen has converted 63.3% of saved chances and ranks 14th in MLB in inherited runner scoring rate, 29.2%. If Scherzer can go deep and the bats wake up, the Jays have the talent to bounce back, but they'll need a complete effort to avoid a sweep. Toronto enters Sunday's finale with urgency and the right ingredients to avoid the sweep against Milwaukee. Max Scherzer takes the mound, and while his 3.82 ERA reflects some inconsistency, he's still striking out more than a batter per inning and has allowed just 12 walks in 66 frames. He'll face a Brewers lineup that's been timely, but not overpowering. Despite back-to-back ninth-inning homers on Saturday, Milwaukee went just 1 for 7 with runners in scoring position. If Scherzer can control the top of the order and keep Jackson Chourio and Christian Yelich in check, Toronto has a strong chance to flip the script and seize momentum in a matchup that could prove pivotal for their playoff positioning. Offensively, the Blue Jays are due for a breakout. They've been held to just 2 runs over the last 18 innings, but still rank top 5 in MLB in slugging, tied 4-3-1, and have the fewest strikeouts in the league. Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Bo Bichette, and George Springer all have OPS marks north of .800, and they've historically hit well against Brandon Woodruff, who starts for Milwaukee. With home field advantage, a rested bullpen, and playoff positioning on the line, Toronto has the talent and motivation to respond. Look for the Jays to push early, protect a lead, and salvage the series with a statement win. If the middle of the order sets the tone and the bullpen holds up late, this game sets up as a strong bounce-back spot for a Toronto team that has been resilient after tough stretches all year. After analyzing both teams, my pick for this match is Toronto ML. Drop your thoughts and predictions in the comments box. Detroit Tigers versus Kansas City Royals. The Detroit Tigers take on the Kansas City Royals in a clash of the top teams in the American League Central. Detroit sits atop the division at 79-58, while the Royals hold the second spot with a 70-66 record. The Tigers have been powered by an outstanding rotation this season. Tarek Skubal leads the staff and is delivering a Cy Young caliber campaign, allowing just 47 runs across 166 innings while striking out 212 batters. With a .359 expected opponent slugging percentage, a 33.2% hard hit rate, and a 2.70 expected ERA, Skubal has consistently induced weak contact and limited run-scoring opportunities for opposing hitters. While Skubal has been dominant, Detroit's lineup has also contributed, averaging 4.82 runs per game. Riley Green is slashing .269, .324, .517 with 32 home runs and 261 total bases, and Spencer Torkelson is hitting .239, .333, .475 with 28 homers and 238 total bases, with the rest of the lineup providing key support. Zach McKinstry is slashing .261, .339, .442 with 11 home runs and 174 total bases, while Gleyber Torres and Wenzel Perez have combined for 25 home runs and 293 total bases, making the Tigers a difficult lineup to neutralize. The Royals have endured an uneven season, but a strong recent stretch has them positioned to make a push for the postseason. Michael Wacha stands out as a bright spot, allowing just 56 runs over 148 innings while striking out 108 batters. Along with a 6.2% walk rate, a 33.7% hard hit rate, and a 3.39 ERA, Wacha has consistently induced weak contact, making it difficult for opponents to generate runs. While Wacha has performed admirably, the Royals lineup has struggled, scoring just 3.90 runs per game. Bobby Witt Jr. is slashing .297, .354, .499 with 19 home runs and 261 total bases, and Michael Garcia is hitting .297, .361, .467 with 14 homers and 231 total bases, yet the remainder of the lineup has been inconsistent. Only 4 active hitters carry an OPS plus above 100, allowing opposing pitchers to exploit the top-heavy lineup and limiting sustained offensive output. The Tigers will counter with their ace on the mound, aiming to set the tone immediately as they push toward the postseason. Detroit's offense has been reliable all season, averaging 4.82 runs per game. With Riley Green, Gleyber Torres, and the rest of the lineup making solid contact, they should consistently create base runners and drive in runs against a Royals staff that has shown vulnerability at times. Green has emerged as a catalyst at the top of the order with his ability to reach base and deliver in critical situations, while Torres adds veteran power and run-producing potential to deepen the batting lineup. On the mound, Tarik Skubal has been exceptional this season, displaying the composure and skill of a frontline starter with his ability to generate strikeouts and limit solid contact. He can work through multiple scoreless innings, putting Detroit in a favorable position to lead early and allowing the bullpen to close out the later frames. With Skubal shutting down the Royals lineup and Detroit's offense providing ample support, the Tigers appear well-positioned to claim a decisive road win through a combination of dominant pitching and timely hitting. Both teams feature strong starters, making this matchup likely to be a low-scoring affair from the very first pitch. Kansas City will lean on veteran right-hander Michael Wacha, who has been reliable all season, surrendering only 56 runs over 148 innings while consistently delivering quality starts and keeping the Royals competitive in every outing. His mix of velocity changes and ability to force weak contact makes him a challenging opponent for a Detroit lineup that has struggled for consistency at the plate. On the opposite side, the Tigers turn to ace southpaw Tarik Skubal, who has established himself as one of the American League's most dependable starters this season. Skubal has allowed just 47 runs over 166 innings, pairing a high strikeout rate with the ability to go deep into games while neutralizing hitters from both sides of the plate. His role is particularly important against a Royals squad that has had difficulty producing runs, averaging a mere 3.90 per contest, among the lowest in the league. With both starters capable of multiple scoreless frames and bullpens ready to preserve leads, the under is an appealing option in this matchup. Expect a tightly fought pitching duel where runs are at a premium, strikeouts accumulate, and a single error or miscue could swing the game in what should be a textbook pitcher's showdown, keeping fans on the edge of their seats throughout, as both hurlers aim to dominate every inning and make every pitch count in this high-stakes battle. After analyzing both teams, my pick for this match is Tigers ML. Drop your thoughts and predictions in the comments box. Texas Rangers versus Athletics. The 2025 MLB betting action continues with the full 15-game card on the last day of August, and in this preview, we are breaking down the AL West showdown from Sutter Health Park in Sacramento, California. It's the closing contest of a 3-game set at Sutter Health Park as the Rangers and the Athletics wrap up their 13-game regular season series. The Rangers have won 6 of their first 11 encounters with the Athletics in 2025, while the middle game of this set has been excluded from the analysis. The Texas Rangers beat the Athletics 5-2 in the opening game of this series this past Friday. Rookie Michael Hellman hit a 2-run homer, Jonah Heim slugged a solo homer, and Jack Leader threw 6 innings of a 2-run ball to grab his 9th win of the season. It was the Rangers' 6th win in 7 games, and Texas has scored a whopping 51 runs during that stretch. Last Wednesday, the Rangers routed the Angels 20-3, but lost their star shortstop Corey Seager due to an injury. The Rangers were 3.5 games behind the bottom wild card on Saturday morning, and Seager's injury is a huge blow to their playoff chances. Jacob deGrom is expected to toe the rubber at Sutter Health Park on Sunday afternoon. The 37-year-old right-hander is 10-6, with a sharp 2.79 ERA and 0.93 WHIP in 25 starts, 145.1 innings pitched this season. He's struggled a bit so far this month, going 0-3 with a 4.15 ERA in 4 starts and 21.2 innings of work. The 2-time Cy Young Award winner is 3-1 with a 2.96 ERA in 5 career starts against the Athletics. He's already met the A's 3 times this season, going 2-0 with a shiny 1.56 ERA and 0.81 WHIP. The current Athletics are 11 for 52 with 4 doubles and 2 home runs against DeGrom. The Athletics put an end to their 3-game winning streak last Friday. They mustered just 5 hits on the night, while rookie first baseman Nick Kurtz exited the game with an oblique injury. Kurtz is having a wonderful season, slashing .308, .402, .632 with 27 home runs in 334 at-bats. He's considered day-to-day. The Athletics have been playing well of late. They've won 9 of their previous 13 games overall. However, the A's had a rough first half of the season and will almost certainly miss the postseason. They were 9.5 games behind the bottom wild card on Saturday morning. J.T. Ginn is projected to get the starting call on Sunday afternoon. The 26-year-old right-hander carries a 2-5 record with a 4.96 ERA and 1.38 WHIP in 11 starts and 7 relief appearances, 65.1 innings pitched in 2025. He struggled a lot so far this month, notching a 0-3 record with a 7.17 ERA in 5 starts and 21.1 innings of work. Ginn will meet the Rangers for the 3rd time this season. Back in April, Ginn yielded 3 earned runs on 6 hits and 2 walks across 3.2 innings in a no-decision against Texas at home. While in July, he threw 5 innings of a 1-run, 5-hit ball in another no-decision on the road. It's hard to trust J.T. Ginn in this matchup, given how the Rangers lineup has handled him in prior meetings. The current Texas roster is 12 for 31 with a double and 3 home runs against him, showing they pick up his stuff well and can do damage early. Adding to the concern, the Rangers' offense has been on a tear over the last 10 days, posting a red-hot .297 line with a 144 WRC plus across 347 plate appearances, which ranks among the best in baseball during that stretch. Even more telling, against right-handed pitching specifically, Texas has been even more lethal, recording a .310 .363 .505 triple slash and 142 WRC plus, proving their depth and balance throughout the order. With power bats locked in and patient hitters drawing walks, Ginn faces an uphill battle, and if he struggles out of the gate, Oakland's bullpen, one of the least reliable in the league, could make matters worse. Texas has all the offensive momentum to dictate the game's flow. Jacob deGrom has dominated the Athletics through their 3 encounters this season, consistently keeping their bats quiet. The last time they met, deGrom fired 6 strong innings of 1-run, 3-hit ball in a 6-2 home victory over the A's on July 22nd, once again proving his ability to control this matchup. Given his elite command and strikeout ability, I'm backing the Rangers to cover the run line with confidence. Oakland's offense has shown very little bite lately, posting an underwhelming .225 line against right-handed pitchers over the past 10 days, ranking near the bottom of the league in both OPS and slugging. With Texas's lineup averaging nearly 5 runs per game and giving deGrom solid run support, the Rangers are well positioned to seize control early, force Oakland into their shaky bullpen, and extend the A's struggles. After analyzing both teams, my pick for this match is Texas Rangers -1.5. Drop your thoughts and predictions in the comments box.